Good morning, everybody. The June 5, 2018 School Land Board meeting will now come to order. First item on the agenda, actually, before we jump into today's business, I want to welcome a few guests, Skylar Stephens and Lauren Ames with the Sunset Advisory Committee. Also want to welcome two interns that are working with us this summer, Tyrone Brown in the Asset Enhancement Shop, along with Garrett Davis, who's with Energy Resources this summer. No better place to learn about asset management in the state of Texas than the GLO, I would argue. First item on the agenda is number 1, approval of minutes from our last meeting on May 1, 2018. Assuming Mr. Burciaga, myself have no questions, comments, or concerns, we could approve the minutes as they are stated.
Motion to approve.
Second, motion is made, second, and carries unanimously to approve the minutes. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. I don't believe that there's been any changes to the consent agenda as they had been posted prior to today's meeting. After the board has had a chance to review and assuming no concerns, questions, comments, I could entertain a motion to confirm the consent agenda is posted.
Motion to approve.
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve item number 2. Next item on the agenda is number 3.
This is the X one.
Good morning. My name is Anita Dabney, and I'm with the Asset Management Division. And today, we're asking you to consider the approval of an amendment to an existing lease for ExxonMobil. It's the Baytown Refinery Facility. This amendment does 3 key things. Basically, it broadens the scope of the encumbrance and includes an additional activity authorizing the cleanup remediation of approximately 4 acres. In addition, this extends the current lease to by 30 years, giving it a 39-year term, and we believe that's beneficial because of the cleanup and the capital investment that will be made, as well as keeping our lessee involved with the maintenance and monitoring on an ongoing basis. Also, as of 2019, this amendment will double the rent from what they're paying, their annual rent, giving us a total of approximately $4 million over the term. And then also, the lessee is providing a self-insurance statement that will provide financial coverage over the term of the lease, and ExxonMobil has substantial financials. Therefore, we're recommending the approval of this amendment as summarized on the second page of your memo. Are there any questions?
Let me understand. 39 years plus 20. What's the plus 20?
The 20 is an option to extend. So at the end of the lease term, if they would like to extend it another 20 years, which, you know, if this remediation is successful, there's a potential to be able to use it for additional economic activity. And once they're cleared by the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, they may be able to add more docks. So that's one of the benefits of giving them an additional 20-year option.
And solely their option?
Well, if they're not in default, we would agree to extend it, but it would be on the current lease terms, the current rent terms at that time.
Okay.
And just to be clear, total consideration is $4.7 million, $4,937.11 on the consideration.
Yes, the
line.
total consideration over the term.
And I may have asked on a prior basis, but there's a termination provision or allows us a chance to terminate in the event of breach or
In the event of default, we're able to terminate,
of
yes.
default.
And is that default contingent on the cleanup or the remediation?
Well, our standard lease terms would allow default based on a monetary default, as well as not meeting the terms of the cleanup, which would be through TCEQ notifying us of that.
Okay. Thank you.
Other questions?
Move to approve?
Motion is made, seconded, and carries unanimously to approve item number 3. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Item number 4 is pulled from the docket prior to the meeting. You can thank Mr. Rusty Martin for that. There being no further business before the board, This meeting is hereby adjourned.